Radiant team ban. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Virtus.Pro's turn to ban. Radiant team ban. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Reserve time. Virtus.Pro's turn to pick.
And we're back. The game 3 decider, the last game of today's Summit 4 Europe action, and me and Fog just looked at each other, shook our heads. What the hell are Virtus.Pro doing?
They just, I guess they don't like Doom.
Or I mean, if they didn't like it, they would maybe ban it. They also think the hero is apparently not all that good. And they take SF, but I mean, I guess it's a tough spot. You don't want to give
5 seconds
IO to OG Dota. Tusk, I mean, Crit's actually renamed himself 11 after the Tusk god himself, out of China. A hero he can play incredibly well. Moon can also play the hero.
But is it worth giving up the Doom?
I mean, I guess if you give them Tusk, you can still get, like, you just give them Tusk instead of Doom. I feel like you'd rather they have Tusk than Doom.
Well, you know what? It happened. They're gonna have to find a way to deal with it. They wanted the Shadow Fiend, obviously. They knew the Doom was there. They're aware of what they're doing. Let's see what they opt for.
Yes.
OG goes for their standard Beastmaster right afterwards.
Who are we to question FNG?
Nope.
Likely, like, Winter Wyvern type pick possibly here. Although the Winter Wyvern was a bit of a miss last game, I guess, for them.
Yeah.
I don't know. They'll want it as much this time around. And with Beastmaster Doom, it's not all about, like, it's not like we're seeing what's kind of become the 6.85 style of physical damage drafts where, well, for OG's side at least. Ooh, I like this better, actually.
That's the other one. I was like, what ban are we missing? I was like, there's something, there's a Dazzle ban, and I didn't really notice it. Yeah.
There's some weird bans this game.
Darkseer coming out, pretty good hero. Been picked a lot more commonly.
Does mean at least OG should be somewhat safe in thinking, probably no Brood this game. I don't know if you still ban the Brood when you see the Darkseer, but probably not as necessary.
5 seconds remaining.
I wonder how OG responds to this. They don't really put the Doom. I mean, I don't know if I've seen them play Doom too much, but they don't really put the Doom short lane, right? Not really.
No, and I've seen it once or twice where it's been like a safe lane. It's still Moon playing it in like a 1v1, and then they aggro tri-lane.
Because I know teams used to do it versus the Darkseer. You know, you eat the Ion Shell creep, and it's not so bad. You get the farm and blah blah blah. But I don't think that's this team's style.
So, no-tail the Beastmaster, they're looking for a Miracle Hero. Could be a just Gyrocopter. I mean, the Gyrocopter's been losing Dota games, but teams still really like running it.
Yeah, it was definitely going to probably be the anti-mage. That was one they were looking at, but
Yeah.
it's definitely going to... Yeah, it got banned out right away.
So no AM, which means, yeah.
And they're fearing the Jakiro. We'll get crit. Putting fear in people's hearts.
Well, the other thing is, it's not necessarily Beastmaster mid. It could be Beastmaster safe lane with a support to help him zone Darkseer, and then they get a Miracle Hero for the mid lane.
Yeah.
Ember also still in the pool, not so much as a mid laner, but as a potential safe lane hero. They want to run the Beastmaster mid. And Miracles. I mean, Miracles got a lot of heroes left. The Ember, the Wind Ranger.
Invoker.
Yeah, Invoker, you were looking at, they played quite a bit lately.
Yeah, they've had it... They usually do it when they have a semi-carry, though.
Which right now I feel like his hero needs to be more like the actual carry, which be like a Wind Ranger or
Yeah. They
Gyrocopter
picked
kind
Razor.
of.
They pick Razor sometimes. Not sure how good that is. Yeah, it's
Not great against like a Darkseer SF team fight necessarily.
Lena. Yeah, Lena, Windrunner, Invoker, Razor. Pretty much the heroes he plays. They have a Juggernaut too, one of these games.
See what OG's next ban is going to be. Juggernaut taken out.
Radiant team picked.
Still the Silencer there, which we kind of talked about being a key pick going back to game number 1 for Virtus.Pro.
Yeah. These two heroes though, Beastmaster and Doom, are pretty decent. Doom is a little bit slower of a cast animation, but doing a roar is kind of hard. You know, he's gonna usually get the jump on you because he has the vision of you, because of the hawk and all that.
Yeah. It's where often OG would pick up a Lich now with like the Lich Doom. They did not get banned out this time around. They prioritized the ban onto the Jakiro instead.
That is a possibility for sure. Yeah.
There's a lot of their supports left, like Lich, Undying. Is I guess Jakiro banned out, but
Reserve time.
They're using a lot of their
Probably
time, all the reserve, the last of their reserve time, and they do just go for it.
it's a safe option, I guess. But
Pros turn
It's
to
comfort
pick.
as well, and I'm pretty sure that Fly is one of the better Liches in the world. Every time I see him play this hero, he's just like 4-0. I'm like, how do you go 4-0 on like a Lich? And he's farmed, and he's all over the map. I'm like, how's he? He's just moving around constantly. Just plays it very well. Even though it's not a hero that you could say that's like a huge skill cap, still where he needs to be, which is the important part.
okay, so next couple of supports.
10
Visage still in the
seconds
pool.
remaining.
I wonder if you go back for it. It's pretty nice. You're on the dire side. You need the Roche
5
advantage. You've got
seconds
SF minus armor,
And you have Lil.
and you've got Lil. Yeah, it doesn't really. Yeah, none of those
Most,
things.
most important.
You've got Lil. Just big Visage. I don't see why not. It gives them some decent control and protection from the familiars, and yeah, I mean, exactly. You've got Lil.
High burst for team fights. Helps versus the Doom.
And they just want some kind of tempo controlling safe lane farmer for Illidan. The Sven, the Wraith King, whatever it may be. Wraith King with SF is always great. Like that's something which EG were doing going back to MLG. Secret started doing a bit as well. I hear that benefits a lot from the lifesteal. Doom does not like to go Ags anymore, and that's where if you get doomed, you just keep right clicking. You're getting that lifesteal.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't mind seeing a Wraith King out of VP.
Yeah, I've like a lot of pub people have been saying, you know, it's like, oh, when someone picks Doom, it's like somebody pick Wraith King, you know, it's just it's good in the lane versus him as well because you know the stun has a tapering slow. If you have other strong supports, you're able to chase him down. Now VP goes for their Bane.
Huh. So wanting some kind of single target lockdown to match what the Beastmaster brings to the table, but not really like any clear obvious targets for a Fiend Script or the Bane right now.
Yeah, just a strong laner. We don't want the Doom to get away with anything because they're assuming this is going to be like the Doom Lich lane.
Yeah.
Bane can just kind of move around, maybe just be obnoxious.
Curious to see if it's going to be looking to set up for any kind of Illidan pick that may combo with the Bane, like from Optimum
Mirana!
Nightmare. Yeah, the Mirana, the one that comes to mind. A Leshrac? I think they need something tankier in the front line, so they will look for more like the Sven type pick. The
So what's OG's gonna pick what? Like Wind Ranger? Yeah, I'm thinking like Wind Ranger maybe,
Wind
or
Ranger's really solid. Wind Ranger or
5 seconds remaining.
Ember's
Gyro.
Gyro.
Yeah,
Okay.
they want some more AOE,
Pros
some more
turn to
burst.
pick.
Wind Ranger takes a little bit too much to ramp up. They want some early game consistency.
And their team fight was somewhat lacking as well with
Yeah.
the heroes. And then, it will be
okay,
a Lesh.
Bane Lesh. That's a pretty good combo.
To see if it's an Illidan. I mean, I talked about they want something tanky on the front lines. Lesh can build tanky, but whether this is a support Lesh or a core Lesh, we'll have to wait and see.
I
Illidan
think
play
it'll
Lesh?
be I think it'll be an Illidan Lesh, yeah. But then again, they could throw it on like Lil or something. We don't really know
Oh.
for sure, but that looks like it would be the core hero.
5 seconds remaining.
Alright. So last pick's coming out. OG need a support. VP likely looking for that full position Lil hero.
Oh,
Spirit
nice.
Breaker ban.
Nice band, because
Yeah.
OG's doing dual lanes. They don't want to get contested by some Spirit Breaker, Darkseer. Their Gyro would get pretty heavily punished by that.
It just seems like a good hero to fit VP's lineup here. Having someone kind of tankier in the front line to initiate. You don't really like Darkseer's vacuum is more like the counterplay to once the team fight breaks out.
VP banning the Silencer this time around.
So not what they had in mind. It could just be a good Earthshaker game for VP, I feel, in a lot of ways. Just having a like Fissure set up can help protect the SF pretty well in the mid lane, but
Banelash. I mean, VP's lineup looks I mean, it looks pretty strong.
10 seconds
Bane
remaining.
got even better once they picked the gyro, in my opinion, because
But-
now they have like Enfeeble and all that. But at the
5
same time,
seconds
OG's
remaining.
lineup has Doom.
yes, and they have vision advantage. Rubik, great pick here.
Virtus.Pro's
Bane's
turn
not really
to
gonna
pick.
be able. It's a great pick to counter the Bane. Good spells to steal all over the place, and just an extra lockdown early on, which they are most definitely lacking.
Rubik Gyro always a solid lane, and that's going to cause Darkseid some problems as far as getting experience and getting much out of there. Do we dare see a hero that we haven't seen much of? Bounty Hunter, Darkseid Bounty. Does that work this game? I mean, do you two kind of all in like aggression
10
or?
seconds remaining.
It could probably work, but OG then has actually the 5-man wouldn't be too bad from the VP either.
Yeah.
It's okay.
I think the Spirit Breaker would have been a better partner for the Darkseid, but Bounty's not bad.
It's just kind of fallen off. I haven't even really seen people look at it
5 seconds remaining.
relatively recently. It's only like secret
Yeah. Who first pick the hero? Well, okay.
out of the
Bad.
box. That's good versus Beastmaster.
Yeah. Yeah.
Good versus Doom.
And it's just heals in general, so yeah, you keep alive whoever's getting doomed.
Unless you get doomed.
This is, and then you're probably happy because your,
Yeah.
your SF and Lesh aren't getting doomed. So that's not the end of the world for you. See how they look to kind of lane this as well. Whether that Abaddon will be pairing up with the Darkseer or more geared towards protecting the mid lane of SF, or even just your safe lane. Flexible pick in that sense.
I don't even remember the last time I've seen an Abaddon. I'm just thinking back. It's been ages. Yeah, I think CDEC was the last
Yeah.
team.
And it was a complete flop.
Yeah, it was a
Memory,
total
was like-
disaster.
that
But that's an off lane, you know. That's
Yeah.
very different than us.
Seconds
So
remaining.
Alright.
yeah, Core Leshrac, obviously.
So, something a bit different coming out from the two teams here in our Game 3 decider. The Summit for Europe. One of these two teams getting knocked out. The other will survive another day. I mean, it's a tough road. You'd think like this kind of matchup, like you win this to stay alive, and then not only you go to verse NIP tomorrow, if you win that, you've then got to verse Team Empire. There's a lot of teams you have to beat. This one, though, probably the toughest match for these two teams, because I feel like either of these two teams would be favored against NIP or Empire, but
Yeah.
it's more the fact you have to go through match after match, even if you would be favorites coming
It's just
out.
in the back of your head, you know. Like,
Yeah.
gotta
Like-
think game to game, but it's still gonna be there. Like, crap, if we win this, gotta play again. Just gotta keep pushing through it.
Yeah, that's where Empire, even though they were underdogs today, it's like, well, even when we lose, we have one more best of 5 chance. Even though we'll be underdogs again in that best of 5. It's weird to say, like, a team in the winner bracket final is an underdog twice in a row, but very much a team who's still trying to find themselves. But they at least have that comfort knowing that, hey, they win either best of 5, they're at the LAN. And all it takes is one bad day for either of these two teams, VP or OG, and suddenly they're losing to a team that they were maybe favored to beat. So here we go. Early TPs come out. Fly on the Lich will TP down bottom. Look to put down an early ward. This time in a slightly different position. Doesn't look like the early roaming sentry is going to come out. FNG does have 2 though in hand.
This looks like dual lanes. No, not really dual lanes. This looks just like they're gonna leave Phobos to do his own thing, and FNG's just kind of gonna go wherever he feels he's needed.
Oh, these great manners from both teams. Fun, good luck, have fun. Here we go. Top room going to be look to be OGs, and VP headed that way somewhat themselves, although G on the SF is indecisive as to where he wants to go.
Spotted the side ward.
Ah. It's
Ping,
handy.
ping, ping,
Yep.
ping, ping, ping.
It was interesting watching like the teams, how they use the mini-map as far as pings and lines go, and trying to like interpret what they're saying. Kuro
makes-
with Liquid's one of the players who draws on the minimap a ton.
Yeah.
Like whenever I'm casting it, I'm just like, oh, this is what Liquid are gonna do, because Kuro's just like laid out their entire game plan on the minimap for me. It's great.
He's like ping, 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 ping. Like you see, G's pinging his lane. He's like, somebody block for me. Somebody go block.
Yeah.
I got this rune.
Well, looks like Bane's gonna head. They make sure there's no fight, and then Bane immediately heads back. But
Lil just skills brain sap right away too. Doesn't save his skill point. The mana change is really nice. 70 mana for the 90 pure damage. You can get 4 of them off as a Bane. Plus a Mango, then you get 6 of them off. 6 brain saps, level 1.
it looks like he may just come to lane and start spamming brain sap out if he really wants to. But Moon not even going to the offlane right now. It's going to be a solo offlane Lich. He wants to at least grab a creep first, and knowing that that big camp is likely inaccessible, although Not the case right now. We could have actually got one up there, but there's a safer way to play things.
It's this like the TP change is really nice that they did the 75 gold, because now you know that them TPing down to lane ward makes it so worth it, because now they're gonna counter that obs ward that's on the side, get the gold and the experience. I just tango it.
Maybe we see a gyro.
He tangoed it. Yeah.
Tango on the ward giving double regens, pretty cool change too that you sometimes see helping out.
Yeah.
Like if you're tanking an Iron Shell, you're getting low and you're like, oh, there's a ward here. I'll come and tango it. Nice little changes, but... So here we go. Lane's unravel and it will be a Darkseer Abaddon lane. How do you see Rubik Gyro handling this one?
They'll get farm. They'll be okay. Darkseer is just gonna get his levels, you know, safely now. They can't really go for any kills at all.
Miracle, yeah, getting CS just fine. And if anything, Darkseer having some of his experience leech is sometimes an issue, because this is a hero that does need a lot of levels to really come online.
Abaddon too, though. You want your Abaddon to have a couple levels.
Yep.
Very nice to have both spells.
So Moon's already returned top lane. It will be a straight up 2v2 now with Bane, Leshrac. This is like going way old school, like classic Dota 1 days. 2-1-2 all across the map. None of this tri-lane nonsense.
DotA's checking to make sure, seeing if anybody went over to stack, and nope, no stacks coming out on the side of VP except for that one hard camp. But it looks like Moon is gonna block it.
This top rune's important for Notel at mid. He's gone for the bottle rush, and looks like Lil will be able to snag it for himself, and that means Notel gonna be forced to bottle Crow or wait out the regen rune at bottom, which luckily 11 crit was there to camp for him. He will be able to secure himself an early regen rune.
So just bring creeps with him, no problem.
Yeah.
I think I'll just farm him over here.
You can just axe him down and pop the regen afterwards.
Yep.
Oop, missing a little bit in this mid lane, as G's there, happily denying what he can.
I think he only missed, what, two? Two CS?
One or even maybe one. I saw
Maybe
one for sure. He'll get this one denied, but likely yes anyway. SF though with souls now, this is where the lane gets tricky for a Beastmaster who's going to get denied a lot. He's going to have to try and axe a lot of the time to even get CS.
That battle for the range creep. Oh, top lane, Moon. They use the Edict.
A little bit careful. The Nightmare is there. They're going to set a stun off for this. The Edict not breaking the Nightmare just yet. Moon now in trouble. Another Brain Sap comes out. Edict about to wear off. One or two more right clicks should be enough. He's got a salve. He'll pop it, but it's not enough. The double right clicks will finish off a first blood. Onto Doom.
Nicely played there. He distanced himself from the sleep so it wouldn't wake him up instantly.
Yeah.
So get the stun off. And an
Radiant's
interesting
top
build. He
tower
didn't go
is
for the
under
lightning
attack.
also. He went for the Edict instead.
Yeah. Definitely helping secure that kill. Illidan now will be pushed back a little bit. So VP strike first here in game number 3. Does help out this top lane quite a lot. Illidan getting the last hit as well, so... They wanted fly. Lich, if you ever catch him with a Nightmare or a Split Earth, it's a guaranteed kill on the Lich practically with these two heroes in the top lane. Level 4 Leshrac and a level 3 Bane.
So much base damage on both the heroes just for right clicks. Great animations, and then of course the pure damage.
There we go.
Top
Another
rune
rune.
Looks like Notel gets this one.
Hasn't got his bottle just yet, but with a Radiant Ward there, he realizes he's in no rush to pick it up. And a haste rune for Rubik, so we'll see Rubik come back towards the bottom lane. DK Phobos may need to be a little bit careful. There is a Mango on Gyrocopter, but it doesn't look like he wants to push forward to go for any sort of a kill. It'll just be a Surge Escape. So Phobos has been left alone for now. It looks like FNG is actually rotating towards mid to offer some assistance.
Looks like OG's lane's going a little bit better other than that one kill.
Yeah.
Just the Lich denying a bit more.
I mean, SF is almost twice the CS of Beastmaster, which I guess you'd somewhat expect, with SF not being pressured level 1.
Yeah, it looks like Moon's gonna go down here.
Yep, another kill coming out. Illidan actually getting low himself, has the Edict still running, but will not look for a second kill.
Alright, now, never mind.
Yeah.
They are pressuring the CS on Illidan, but they are giving him some kills, and G's doing so well in the mid lane.
Yeah, 2 of the 3 lanes being at least somewhat won by VP, and the off lane for Darkseer is at least in a pretty good position. 14 CS, some farm. Here you go mid lane, they've gone in looking for G here with the Raw. Lich rotates as well, they get the one kill. FNG got thrown back, great telekinesis. They get the kill on Rubik,
Moon's
but
on in.
he'll think
Radiant's
twice.
bottom tower is under attack.
That telekinesis on FNG preventing either a shield or a miscall, that would have probably saved... I don't know if it saves his life because Doom also comes in, but would would have forced OG to commit a lot more to kill off G there.
Right away though, look, Fly rotating, gets a kill.
I mean, you talked up his lich. What we're seeing in here. Playing the top lane was on point as well, not ever getting caught out by the Nightmare or the Split Earth. There we go, Moon will back off. He's
a good player.
Current farm and XP, despite the 2 deaths, is solid. He's going to hit level 5 soon, and we saw last game, and he had an even worse start last game as far as how much he was getting in the way of levels and farm. So across the board, it will be SF TPing back mid, healing up FNG a bit with this bottle and continuing to farm. Stacks, not really there for either player, as Doom will start jungling it up. SF will get his first stack now from FNG.
Yeah, that's where I forgot what I was gonna say. I like lost my train of thought when I was saying the lanes. I was gonna say because they don't really have too many stacks coming up for the SF, but getting some kills. The game is basically dead even.
That should help.
And very much the execution around the 2 teams' lineup is going to be more important here. No Tail with whenever he's got Raw available, likely to look for kills like he just found on the SF.
Radiant's top
You've
tower
got Gyro
is
who's
under
going to hit
attack.
level 6 now, who's now got a
Radiant's
good amount of
top
kill
tower
potential
is under
himself.
attack.
I mean, Gyro plus Beastmaster can kill anyone on the map, and it looks like it's going to be bottom lane. They get the Dark Seer, telekinesis into a cooldown. Exactly what I was kind of talking about with the cooldown timing, and it's a very spammable ultimate. It'll be right back up in another 40 seconds or so.
Yeah, very nicely done. Moon's picking up his level 6 right now in the jungle, and I believe his Tranquil Boots if he wants to go for those.
Yeah. I mean, OG's lineup just gets a lot scarier with any of their level 6s. Cooldown, Doom, Lich, Chain Frost, they've got a lot of kill potential just based off their level timings. But a VP, it's a bit more about farm and item timings. The Darkseer mech, the SF with a whatever he may be going for, he just needs to tank up some. And the Leshrac as well, you just need some survivability and HP to go with your early game levels.
He gets his little bit of his jungle started, gets his Aquila, his bottle.
Here we go. Doom on the move, looking to flank around this bottom lane. DK Phobos seems aware of this, though. Did have a ward near the bottom river, so he will not get caught out by this rotation.
Radiant's top tower
Yeah.
is
Fairly freshly planted ward, and it looked like Moon thought that since it's 7 minutes in, the level 1 wards have expired, there wouldn't be anything there to scout this out. And they may be baiting this one. TP available on SF, although he's a bit low in mana. See how much pressure they look to put on. They can catch a telekinesis. Phobos can draw aggro off the tower with an Iron Shell.
Dire's bottom tower
Yeah,
is
that's
under attack.
the aggression is should probably stop from OG.
And from OG, they've got to realize, like, BP are somewhat wary of what's going on here with how they're defending this tier 1 tower.
Yeah, definitely.
But Moon is going to be persistent, and until now, it looks like he may be looking to back off. Phobos goes for another surge, Iron Shell, and Moon shows himself, backs off, and damage from Illidan. He's got level 4 Edict, and he's got this tier 2 top tower down to half HP already. It's no tell, though. Oh, won't get hit by the raise. He got very low off of this. There's no brain sap just yet. The rotation from Crits Rubik won't be enough to scare any potential chase, and VP narrowly missed a kill there on No Tail, it looks like, who did put the Roar on cooldown, so I believe a defensive Roar to save his own life.
Not too bad, forcing the roar. Oh, whoa. Fly almost just chain frost to the top. He held it.
Yes.
Close.
Yeah, it wouldn't have been a kill, so...
Yeah, Illidan's just keeping top lane occupied. Fly put that ward down on top of the tower that died as well, so he can see any movement that's coming in. He's just safe to farm this lane for a bit.
And Illidan just, yeah, looking to tank up. He's picked up the Vit booster, so getting some just HP that he needs to be able to fight and survive a Raw, cooldown, Doom, whatever it may be. Mid lane, here we go. No Tail's back, but no Raw. There's telekinesis into Axes. It's just very much trying to force out TPs, and TPs will come. 2 on the side of VP. 1 gets cancelled. Well, that's one way to force some teleports.
Yeah, just bring out the boar, and they're like, "Oh no, it's a boar!"
That and they knew the roll was on cooldown, but I guess worried about a Doom or someone popping up.
The way he played it looked like something else was going on. They're like, "Oh my god, he's just running in!" And oh, okay, never mind, just a boar.
It was nice aggression from OG, or fake aggression. And just knowing that these TPs are on cooldown gives the side lanes a bit of extra info to play around.
Yeah, let's see. Will Moon go for Midas again?
TP smoke, here we go. They're going to leave Doom around in the jungle, continue to farm, but the other 4 heroes ready to fight around the Raw cooldown.
They're gonna wrap around the mid tower again. Probably the same movement they did the last game.
Now it's just Lil that they see. They want to drop the ward, probably.
Yeah, they're gonna put the ward down.
It is daytime, so they've got a lot of good vision here. No Tail ready with a Roar. Who's he going to
they
go
have the
on?
Hawk. They don't need the...
Oh, maybe on G. The Roar is there. G. Oh, the Chain Frost doesn't bounce too much further. DK Phoba still low, and Moon's actually showing up with a Doom on FNG. 3 dead. OG. Demolish them. Low gets 1 return kill, but he's going to pay for this with his life, and Rubik gets a double kill.
They didn't even need to. I forgot. He summoned a Hawk. They didn't even need to waste the ward there. So
Yeah.
VP will probably put a sentry down, thinking that there's a ward there. But yeah, standard rotation, same exact thing they did the last game. Like literally exactly the
Whoa,
almost
it's not
same
over.
timing.
They're going to look to TP in and fight this one. Illidan's dead. Ooh, that Split Earth was ugly. Moon now in some trouble. Without a Scorched Earth, it's up in 7 seconds, but will not have it in time. That Doom nerf. FNG on the front lines is not level 6 just yet. He gets low, but survive this one for now. Illidan, no points in the Lightning Storm, doesn't have the best long-range harass. It's going to be a Fiend's Grip, but another misdone from Illidan. He's just in the middle of things fighting. He's going to bring down the Lich, and this is actually going to work out A-OK for him. The Iron Shell Leshrac doing some serious damage here on the front lines. Needs to hit another stun here. Can he do so without the Lightning Storm? No-Tail just running in a straight line, and Illidan can actually take a lot of damage from those axes. He gets the kill barely. That was some ballsy play from No-Tail that almost paid off.
Overcommitted their welcome a bit. I don't think they expected VP to just 5-man train right after that. Just bring everybody to the mid lane.
Hey, you use Roar on cooldown, we're going to fight you right away. That's some of the value having this early on in the game. You're all still fairly low level. So, a pretty even trade in the end with OG winning the initial team fight, but VP striking back. If anything, it's VP favored as they now put together a 2,000 gold lead and secure a tier 1 tower, something OG did not do. Their team fight victory.
It opted for the Midas on the Doom.
Bring some late game farm here. FNG gets down a deep ward, which will go undetected.
And gets his level 6 from that last team fight.
Very stuff. Common pub ward, but not something you see all that much in pro games, so unlikely to be warded right away by OG.
Oh, nice ward by Crit. Spots out that FNG is putting down that other jungle ward. Now there's like lines and pings and everything. Looks like Crit's trying to tell Miracle, like, be careful. Looks like they're trying to do something bottom lane.
Yeah, holding onto this haste rune now. Looks like...
yeah, look at the line to the mid lane. Done by Crit.
They smoke up. They were at the mid lane, but it looks like they're going to head towards top instead. G, have they spotted him? They're very close. They caught a bit of vision, a little glimpse. They'll have the Hawk for scouting, and G's going to be careful. Has got a TP. They may just sack this. He's got no protection up here for now. He needs to TP ASAP. Gonna get out in time. It doesn't look like it. The smoke here, and they have the Hawk for vision over the trees. G, he stayed too long. I don't think he's getting out of this one. The axes will come in. Does he go for the TP? No, it looks like OG are kind of scared to engage. They'd known he was as alone as he was. They may have gone for that dive, but...
Illidan's going for Atos. He bought the Atos on Lesh.
Ooh.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Well, a good way to set for your stun. Yeah, without the Lightning Storm.
Is under attack.
Close the gap.
I was wondering why he would go for the VIP booster over the point booster as his first item, and so yeah, 50 more extra hit points, but very much the point booster, if you're going Bloodstone, is always the first pickup, and that explains it.
Yeah, and Miracle is not even nowhere near a BKB in any way, so if he just gets Atos in a fight, he's not moving.
To prevent, yeah, the rocket barrage damage. Great against the Doom as well, who relies a lot on his mobility in a fight. I like the pickup here. It looks like Illidan looking to pressure down this bottom tier 2 tower. No glyph available, and with Edict, this should be a pretty straightforward tier 2 tower, and VP taking a lot of objectives across the map. Whether or not they can defend their tier 1 tower now will be tested in the mid lane. They're smoked up and ready for a flank. Even if they lose this, they may be able to win a team fight that follows.
Dire's structures are fortified.
Come out, and OG gonna commit to this one. Illidan leading forward, has
Every
that.
ult is up.
Atos goes in on Miracle. The stun gonna be off the mark though. Fiend's Grip is there. The cooldown catches everyone. The Chain Frost will cancel the Fiend's Grip. Now Moon looks to finish off the tier 1 tower. They bring down the Darkseid to start things off. Oh, Illidan, that missed stun. That's pretty costly.
Insane how fast you see all the ults get expended. In like a 3-second time, you see all of OG's ults just get thrown on people. I was about to say, it looks like it could be a weird fight for VP as well, because Illidan only had 300 mana going into that fight.
Oh, yeah.
Fight got split up, Darkseer just kind of ran in, while Moon kind of just ran in, and they both... Moon didn't end up dying, Darkseer ends up dying. But...
And Darkseid didn't get off his... Did he have his mech for that fight? He didn't use it if he did.
I'm not
He
sure
could have picked it up back at base.
I think he got disabled.
Oh.
Didn't see the mech go off though for sure.
Not the end of the world for VP. It was just the Darkseer loss. They were going to lose the tier 1 mid tower anyways. That was kind of what they traded for the bottom tower, so slightly too aggressive out of them. I see G now. Farm out a creep wave and just TP himself towards the mid lane. Are they actually going for this Roche play? It looks like they're very confident. Knowing that all those ultimates were expended at mid, they say, let's go for it. Not to mention the cooldown, which was just used in lane at top. Can OG get here in time, and can they even fight this one if they do get here? It looks like...
See a ping from Fly.
I don't know if they even realize this is going on right now.
Hawk is on its way, but it's going to be dead before it makes it.
Smart move from VP.
Roshan has
OG, they looked like they were grouping up as 5, ready to go for a smoke play, but it's too late. Already, Roche is claimed, and SF, now the Aegis carrier. He's
Yeah, it
very
looks
much...
like Miracle's going to rush the BKB. Buys the Mithril Hammer.
Yeah. It's been a while since we've had a BKB rush on the gyro, but it feels like there's been a lot of games where it should have been the build. A lot of gyros lose today. Every gyro lose today.
Yep, every single one so far lost.
Right now, OG looking to break that trend here in the Game 3 decider. Their life at stake here in the Summit 4. Same for VP. Fighting out in the lower bracket. One of these teams about to be eliminated.
It's not looking bad still. Game's still pretty even though VP does get that Roshan
Yeah.
and some kills and some map control. They get a lot of aggressive wards down.
There's something interesting coming into this game was... Okay, so it was Game 2 where VP... OG chose the first pick, and VP initially said, we want Radiant, and then FNG quickly it's like, no, I changed our mind, we want Dire. So it seems they're realizing that the pace these games go at, being on the Dire side, having the Roche advantage does play into their favor. And they do get the Dire side again here in Game 3.
Miracle
G.
close to his BKB, picks up the Ogre Axe, 1200 away. G breaks the smoke.
Dire's middle tower
Just passive
is
farm
under
right now.
That seems like the best bet for OG, that now that there is an Aegis on the Dire side. They've gone for the Midas on Doom, so...
Yeah, they might as well. It
Play the
benefits
farm
them
game.
entirely.
Yep.
Picks up his Tranquil Boots finally on the Doom, disassembles. Maybe he'll go for like a Vlad's this game instead of the plate mail that he did last game.
Yeah, just see if he wants like a smaller, or if he wants to go for like a small stopper farm like that, or just go straight into something a bit bigger and scarier. Feels very much like he will need a BKB as well this game against Leshrac, SF, Darkseer. Very much VP going all in with the early gameplay. Build in the front lines now. The Edict pushing down and breaking these towers nice and fast. The counterplay from OG is to go for a tier 2 of their own, but VP aren't stopping. They're looking to break this high ground. SF has a Manta style coming out, and it's going to add some extra oomph to this push.
It looks like Illidan's going for a Linken's or a Lotus Orb next as well.
Yeah, I saw this. Lotus Orb, fantastic. Raw Doom. There's a lot of spells. Theory Chain Frost so you can reflect. Does make it very difficult to use some of these ultimates on the OG side if they've got to worry about a Lotus Orb. It doesn't give you any good stats as far as tanking up in the front lines, though.
Yeah, just a little bit of armor. Oh, fake
Ooh.
back.
Uh-oh, OG.
OG looks like they know this.
Yeah, they see no one defending top. They've got to be somewhat wary of this, but the Atos is caught out onto crit. Hit by the Split Earth, and he's going to be mincemeat. Brought down, and
He
with
has
that,
buyback. BKB finished up on the gyro as well,
Yeah.
and they're gonna do it. They're gonna expend it.
they have to. There's still a glyph back available for OG, importantly. Build on the front lines, he'll get doomed up. That means possibly a dead Leshrac. He's the hero without an Aegis. G on the front lines has it, though. Illidan needs to be the target. Can they keep him alive with the heals? The Fiend script going through Miracle's BKB, but the SF is dead, and Lil finally gets it cancelled. The telekinesis will stop it. SF comes back to life, pops a Manta style. What's the plan here? VP starting to lose heroes left, right, and center. They've taken out 2, possibly a 3rd. G in the front lines. He cannot fight through this. OG have defended their base, taken out 4, including an Aegis kill. And only the Darkseer survives. Miracle with an Ultra kill. That BKB could not have come sooner for OG.
Yeah, the Chain Frost did a lot of work, just bouncing back and forth between 2 or 3 heroes. Fiend's Grip grabs the gyro, but he had his BKB on. Doesn't really do any damage. And
4.5k damage dealt by Gyro that fight.
yeah,
No one comes near him.
As soon as the Fiend's Grip went off, it was as the Shadow Fiend was dead from the Aegis. So Fiend's Grip's there, but there's no damage to follow up. Great buyback there from Crit, and he threw his life away. He didn't really care. He was like, whatever, my team's just wiping everybody, and they get so much money on Miracle.
And that's where traditionally Lesh would be building into a blood zone now and having like closer to like 1500 HP there. helps him out to survive the Doom, but this build he's going for right now, if you're going for the Lotus Orb, you probably want to wait out the Lotus Orb before you push.
Yeah. Miracle just picked up that BKB and now he's got a Yasha finished. Great fight for him.
Alright, we'll see what the plan is. VP just say, let's go again. Doom's on, well, not really on cooldown, it's up in 10 seconds.
I guess they feel like they're on a timer.
There's still a glyph available for OG, they didn't even have to use that to defend with.
Yeah, they've book 3 now too. Doom is up, book 3 is up, Roar is up, they're gonna have Hawk Vision. This
could be a repeat.
Yeah,
SF doesn't have souls as well. G's like, guys, I need to stop up for some neutral creeps here. Gets 23, but he feeling incredibly rushed to try and end this game. I mean, do you feel like it's that urgent for them to push this soon?
I don't know, maybe they just really want the tower. I feel like they're just kind of rushing it. I thought they were rushing it before when they had the Aegis. I thought they were just gonna farm and try to get map control, but they really wanted to just go for the buildings after they got a pick off. Not expecting the buyback, I guess.
Now they're going to back off a little bit more. Darkseer's close to a Blink Dagger. Oh, they're just sitting
They're
on
gonna
this Hawk.
Oh no, this could be really bad. Miracle might bait them here.
It's got a BKB, but see if we can get it off in time. Moon there now.
VP.
Picks up an Ogre Club, building towards a BKB. I think OG recognizing, like, we're in trouble of losing a lane of racks sometime in the next 5-10 minutes. Let's get an early, fast BKB just so we can fight as best as possible.
Dire's bottom tower is under
Even Jara going back for an SMY after the BKB, or at least a Yasha. Could be a Manta style as well. We'll see a smoke play coming out now from OG. They want to fight.
Yeah, they're feeling strong. One more big fight and it could be devastating.
Was that scatter though? Dire did have a lane ward at mid. I'm not sure if that...
We see some pings coming out, the Hawks flying over.
It feels like VP may be wary of this. Did not see exactly the exact smoke location, but it was somewhere near this mid lane.
Yeah, lines being drawn all over it. I think that this smoke was caught. Look at the way they're playing.
Yeah. If it wasn't seen, it's in red.
Yeah.
Be very much playing around the fact that this is likely have just happened. And well, Radiant Observer will scout out VP now in their own jungle, so I think OG will realize, well, let's just go back to farming. Next Roshan going to be probably what both teams have their eye on, especially on the side of VP.
I wonder if Fly goes to build a mech. I don't know, he's got a headdress, but he's just sitting on not too much gold for himself.
Will be a Lotus Orb, by the way, for Lesh. Just about has the money for it.
Lotus Orb?
Lotus?
Lotus Orb. Good item. Very good versus side of OG.
Yeah. But VP's next timing will be with this Lotus as well as possibly... If they can get a BKB SF with an Aegis on, I guess, the Leshrac maybe is the ideal target, that's when they can take a left back. And that's something that OG will likely be trying to prevent the next Roche respawn.
And it's nice now too, the Darkseer picks up his Blink Dagger, so they have a form of counter-initiate.
Yeah.
So instead of, the Doom just blinking in and dooming, they can, blink and doom, and then Darkseer can counter-initiate and get, hopefully, a very nice vacuum wall.
Hawk Vision around the Roche pit going to be very important for this OG side. They're going to continue to look to scout this one out, and a lot of their vision is very much centered around this Radiant side of the map. It's not really prepped for Roshan right now. And they've just picked up another ward coming out on the courier, so they'll look to change that and deny what vision OG have around that area.
Yeah, let's see how long the spawn's gonna be. Lil's like, come on, be instant, please be instant.
0 sec Roche respawn, let's go.
39,
pretty fast. I mean, Lil's just camped in the pit. He is the...
Hawk is head up now.
Oh, and they didn't see it come in as well.
It'll die as soon as the Roche spawns, it looks like.
Will it scout it? That's gonna be the big question here.
I think it's gonna be just missing it, because it's got like 13 seconds left. Like, now it's like 9. Yeah, it's not gonna...
This could be like 2 minutes plus that VP are waiting here. They are all in on this Roche respawn. Are there smokes on the Radiant side? There is one on the lit, so Hawk expires. And you mentioned it. Lil will scout this instantly. OG are already kind of maneuvering towards this. Moon's really far back though. He just picked up a BKB. This is a good time to fight for them.
OG's lanes are in fine position. Yeah, they're ready.
Yep. They're going to smoke up. They've got the Doom BKB. Doom a little late for this smoke, and he's going to actually pop his mind. It's getting a bit greedy. Come on, Moon. You've got to head to the Roche pit. Now's the time to fight.
He's like, dude, what are you doing? He's like, come on, I got a Midas.
Every second matters when it comes to Roshan. VP starting to get antsy about this one. They knew that OG are grouped up, and it looks like OG. They smoke. They know something has gone awry here at the Roche pit. They scout that it's up. They see some damage has been dealt, and they know VP are nearby.
The Centaur in the pit.
This is where that like mid to late game Helmet Dominator can really pay off in these Roche standoffs. OG have gone full
the
circle.
wraparound. They got the high ground.
The high ground. G does not have a BKB. The Doom comes out. G now in trouble. They've already lost the Leshrac with the Doom. Miracle on the front lanes will get a lot of damage done. And oh my gosh, OG have completely swindled and outplayed VP here at the pit. They'll sneak in. They'll take Roshan and VP.
What a movement. What a movement. They go to claim the high ground, and then they were like, you know, we're just going to wrap around, and boom. Right there, they run into all of VP. Perfect initiation. Doom gets absolute perfect Doom.
Even though VP were smoked, they knew where they were by process of elimination. They're like, well, they were in Roche, because Roche is 2/3 HP. They didn't run north to their secret shop. The only other place they could have ran is down the river to the bottom lane. So they knew exactly where VP were and capitalized.
Yep. SNY just was finished up by Gyro. He's got another 1,000 gold. Moon just bought a BKB. Now he's got a plate mail. Yep. Every item coming out now. Just the mech coming out for the Lich even on top of everything.
And VP didn't even get a chance to use a spell. There was no vacuum wall. There was no Lotus Orb on the Leshrac. Nothing came out. Not even a Requiem. That was just a complete execution from OG. Fantastic team fight and well. It's VP in a bit of a rough spot here. Going late game, how do you kind of fancy VP's chances?
Not looking good.
Not going to look good if Illidan gets
Yeah, Ellen's going to get caught here now too. Man, he's just very underleveled now. He's only level 11 on the Lesh.
And this is not an item build which is going to scale well into the late game. The Atos Lotus Orb.
No, it's not.
Not having like a Bloodstone, BKB Shivers type build.
It almost feels like they don't really have like any damage now. It's just constantly going to be the Lesh getting doomed in these fights. The only way they win the fight is, I guess, if Doom just dies. But he's got BKB. They can't even kill him.
And they haven't got the ability to try and jump the Doom, bring him down fast. Like they don't want to Fiend Script him.
They're always going to have the Hawk for the Vision as well on OG's side, so it's going to be very hard for VP to get any type of initiation. OG has the better initiators because of the Beastmaster as well and the Doom.
I think let's say even in the scenario where you take out the Doom at the start of the fight before he ulties, with Raw plus a farm Gyrocopter with an Aegis, I don't even see VP necessarily winning the fight. Doom not used. Oh, blink forward, that's a Lotus Orb. They kind of baited out though. This could work in OG's favor now. Most on cooldown for a little bit longer. Get them the tier 3 tower and they're gonna stick around before they suddenly realize, okay, G split pushing. This is the backup plan for VP now. Things starting to fall apart. They decide to fall back on some good old classic rat plays, and Illidan marching forward. There's a BKB Doom. He's going to get the Darkseer. That means no vacuum wall for this one. Moon, he just right-clicks down Illidan on the Leshrac. Darkseer goes down to the Doom in the end. The Lich gets the kill on the Bane. That's 3 dead. About to become 4 with Abaddon dead as well. G's TP'd in, but he's all alone. Where's my team gone? I know there's a Rubik top, but you guys lost this 4v4 fight that bad, and all of a sudden OG.
They can't even get spells off.
It's every time OG getting the better initiation. G will Manta, but he's got a BKB. I don't even see him.
Oh, the boar.
One more right click. They got him. Beastmaster with the Necro Book, the boar will take him out in his own base. At least 1 lane of racks, looking like it could well be 2 lanes of racks, and possibly Virtus.Pro knocked out of the Summit 4.
OG's just looking very good. Their drafts are very strong. I mean, Gyro not the strongest hero, but they're making it look incredibly powerful.
They break the Gyro curse. Well, they haven't broken it yet. VP gonna hold on out for at least 1 more fight here, it looks like.
Yep.
And VP this game, they had the early game advantage. They seem to be at least in a decent position, but it's being lost here. Illidan just runs into his own demise, trying to save this second lane of racks, and he's now dead for 45 more seconds. SF's still dead as well, neither with buyback. It's so hard for them to get kills now as well. You've got Glimmer Capes on the side of OG. They're going to go in for one last roll. Lil gets caught out. There's big vacuum wall, but they don't even get the kill on Miracle. They finally do with the illusions, but he's got an Aegis. He's just going to be coming right back up. They really want to try to get this last melee racks. Oh, sorry, the second melee rack in the mid lane. Miracle, where's the cancel? It gets stolen by Crit. Who's he going to look to use this one on? G, possibly the target for this. Holding on to it for now. Goes on Phobos. Immediately cancelled by the Nightmare. And 11. Glimmer Cape to safety. He's got the gem. He does not want to die. We'll look for the TP out. Where's the cancel? There's a vacuum just in time. They're going to lose a gem at this rate. And they save their mid-melee racks. It's still desperate times for VP, but at least they make something out of it.
Yeah, that was cheeky by the Rubik, though. He didn't want his Gyro to die. He just kind of wanted to throw his life away a bit, but then he's like, oh wait, I have Glimmer. I'm good. And unfortunate. Loses the gem, but not the biggest deal for them at this point. They've already got a Rex, they got a tower, almost 2 sets of Rex finished up. Unbelievable surplus of gold. Vlad's, even a Vlad's on the Lich now too.
This Slash is just not seen an item in the longest time.
Yeah.
It was looking scary around when the Atos was picked up and just picked up the Perseverance, and then from there item progression just disappeared.
Yeah.
Well,
And his levels too. I mean, he just can't fight. It's he just gets doomed, and it doesn't even matter. It's like, okay, we have the Abaddon to heal you up and stuff, but they haven't been getting the heals off because everyone just dies instantly because there's too much damage coming out from OG. And even if you are healing him, he's still doomed. He's half the damage in this fight because G just keeps getting controlled or bursted down.
VP, it seems like they're just kind of all in right now. No gem on the Radiant side means this Invis SF could cause some problems. It's going to be a smoke play from OG. Have they got detection right now? And they go, they raw off Illidan, they will bring him down. The Phonic Shield is there. The Doom out on the Darkseer means no vacuum wall. Once again, Lil will be brought down during the Fiend's Grip. SF on the back line, trying to do what damage he can, but he's being controlled. He's being Fiend's Gripped up now, and G will be forced to GG out.
Wow.
And Virtus.Pro knocked out.
So much damage between the lineup too. The Alpha Wolf as well with the Gyrocopter when he didn't really have too much items, ramped it up. So he gets that. Yeah.
Well, in the end,
later on, it just
Beastmaster
overwhelming.
was.
The way they jumped as well when VP had the Aegis, it was a simultaneous jump. So Moon blinks in, dooms the Lash, while the Lich just runs in, casts everything. Beastmaster runs in, gets the Roar on the Shadow Fiend, and that was pretty much the game-ending fight. They just threw away their lead. They got the Roshan for VP, but just great execution by OG during the team fight, even though